As I said, the Smite World Championship is kicking off this weekend, and it is for a whopping $2.5 million and climbing.
Welcome to the Cobb Energy Center in Atlanta, Georgia, as the 2015 Smite World Championship gets underway with the first day of competition. The teams have been in town practicing and preparing all week, but now they're in the building getting all warmed up for the spotlight on the main stage.
And now your second team, the hometown favorites and the most tenured team in the SWC. Guys, give it up for Cognitive Prime!
Cognitive Gaming versus Cognitive Red to decide who proceeds to the finals. And now underneath the tower is JeffHindla and BaRRaCCuDDa putting in the damage, but here comes the Rob. Pull off the mark, but the Phoenix is going to fall. Guys, you're Prime!
Wiping their brows, knowing they've earned it, they will go on to fight the challengers. Tight.
This could be your first blood.
Oh, they're going for the kill. Divine Ruin, destruction going down. Divine Judgment finds it. First blood goes to Europe, but the fight's not over. Dashing in, Andy is in so much.
Even though we've called his name a lot in this game, it's very hard to overstate how much impact Andister has had on this outlaw. He's been absolutely a nightmare for Titan to deal with. Ripping through! Titan down, falls three! A double kill for
Champions! Cognitive Prime! GG!
Can we just kill BaRRaCCuDDa? I have a shell for you. Shell? Okay. Wukong's ult's down. Yeah, I pulled him back in. Yeah, okay, nice. Good job, good job, good job.
When he sets his mind to something, he doesn't stop. With everything he does, he gets an idea in his head and he keeps going after it and going after it and going after it.
JeffHindla is the best teammate slash person slash friend in my life. He's someone you work with every day, he's someone you hang out with, he's someone you talk to on a daily basis.
He was always just the big nice guy who was there to be a big cuddly bear.
I really do think he's the best player in the world when it comes to mindset. He has the best mindset out of everyone. When he loses, he's not even sad that they lost, he's angry because he knows he can play better. And he knows that his teammates can play better. It's really good to have him on the team.
Jeff is very much a player, very much a support guy and the support guy, but he's much more than that, not just to me, but to a lot of other people. And I think that's part of why a lot of people love the dude, is that you might not know everything behind the scenes, but everything that you see on the front page is on page 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 with Jeff as well.
He's like a guardian in real life, if that makes sense. He's just there to protect you and to make you happy.
You know, of course, when he was younger, he would play baseball because we wanted to be on a baseball team and did this and that, but that wasn't who he was. He was a gamer at 6 years, you know, as a kid, he was a gamer.
I remember playing a lot of Crash Bandicoot, Spyro 1, you know, Ocarina of Time with him.
I used to make it a point to wake up early to play games with him because he loved it.
Right when Ocarina of Time came out, I think it was, you know, maybe a week or two after, like, he just would start giving me the controller because he couldn't get past certain things. And then eventually it turned into, we just wouldn't play games unless it was this one racing game that he would always beat me at.
Every once in a while I'd take it out and he'd be like, oh, he would play it because he knew that I had to win once in a while. And he would play and that game disappeared. So I have a feeling he took that game and stuffed it away somewhere. So he didn't have to flame me at it, because if he wasn't great at it, he would get mad.
I always knew he was going to go somewhere very far with this game. I remember this one time, I was a crash at his house. I came downstairs and he's just like 4 in the morning just playing Smite. And I'm like, what are you doing? And he's like, I'm just playing games. And that moment I was like, he's either gonna go somewhere far with this or he's just gonna frizz out, but he took it to a level I didn't think he could take it. When Smite first came out into beta, we were trying it out, and to be ironic, Rosario decided to name himself JeffHindla. My name is literally JeffHindla. I am the inspiration for the name JeffHindla.
My name is Rosario Velarde, aka JeffHindla. I'm the support player.
The moment that made it click with me was I met F.Dot. I walked over, I said, how you doing? And I said, I'm Rosario's father. And he's like, who? Like everybody else does. I said, oh, sorry, Jeff's father. He's like, oh my God, Jeff's the best support in the world. He's the best player. I'm like, yeah, so what does that mean? He goes, what do you mean? He goes, these people can make millions of dollars. I'm like, you're crazy. I watched that tournament. I was surprised to see how many people showed up. And back then it wasn't a lot. Maybe it was a few hundred. I came home and I started doing some research and went, wow, people really can make a living and do well at this.
It was more about proving that I'm the best in the world than the money. Like, my parents were, you need to make money, you need to survive. And for me, it was just, I want to be the best. Like, regardless of how much money it is, there's nothing like winning Worlds.
Immediately after Worlds for me, I went home and I played ranked. And I remember just playing like super over aggressive and just dying on cooldown because I was just so convinced that I was like the best player. I'm pretty sure that that whole idea was kind of like within the whole team where we're just like, oh wow, we're so good. And yeah, that lasted for quite a while.
There wasn't that unbelievable desire to win like there was before.
What do you guys have for 2015? I mean, I mean, it's the start of the year, right? You're already a champion. How do you continue to be a champion?
Well, is that what this is on? Okay, that sounds good. I have no idea. We're just going to stay a team. We're going to keep practicing. We're going to love on each other. And we're just going to give it our all. We're just very I have no idea. I have no idea.
So the first set that we got going on today, guys, is Cloud9 G2A versus Paradigm. It's going to be a really exciting match, but I guess something that we should start off with is that it's not going to be Cloud9's full roster.
It's a big turn. BaRRaCCuDDa, unfortunately, is very sick. He can't make it. It's not a thing where it's like, I don't want to play. BaRRaCCuDDa is actually very sick and cannot come here.
So Barra got sick and Mackie stepped in and everything was terrible.
Cloud9 drops the second game.
Yeah.
Again, I would high five for EU, but
I had muscle spasms the whole time in bed. I was just, my body was literally just freaking out.
You look at the body language of them and they're just slumping. There's just something obvious in the air.
Without him, you knew it was over.
Yes. Bear's our team leader. Without him, there's no team.
We hear over the headset, wait, a car just pulled up. We think it's BaRRaCCuDDa. Hold the game. Stop the game.
He was watching us play without him, and he's like, no way. I don't care how sick I am, I'm coming on to play.
This is one of the few times that we've ever held the game. Barra shows up, jumps out of the car, well, slumps out of the car, and finds his way into the arena. And like I said, he didn't even come in yet, but you felt something.
I don't know if you noticed, I'm pretty excited. BaRRaCCuDDa is actually going to be playing in this match.
BaRRaCCuDDa's in the building? You can't make this stuff up. BaRRaCCuDDa is back in the building and ready to play.
I had so much adrenaline in me, I didn't feel bad at all.
Cloud9 takes one as soon as they needed it.
So we won that game, the first game I came back.
And then there was a pretty big delay in between the next game after that, and all the adrenaline that he had just wore off and he felt his sickness again. And he was like, guys, we're gonna lose the next game. And I was like, that's fine. Thanks for trying your hardest.
I'm not saying I wouldn't have done it, but yeah, no, like a normal person probably shouldn't do that. You know what I mean? Like, if he didn't do that, I wouldn't be like, how dare you? Like oh, like that's a good reason to not. I get that.
I mean, I don't know, like it was like, cool. We still lost.
Paradigm takes down the world champions, GG!
Everything kind of fell apart.
No matter what you think about Omega, one thing I do know is that he plays to win.
He does.
And he's not going to jump ship to Eager unless he believes this roster can get to World.
We didn't know what to do. We were like, I don't know, we were taken back, came out of nowhere.
I honestly didn't think we could win Worlds again.
At that point, I'm pretty sure him and Andy were clashing a lot.
I did not think Omega made a smart decision. And that's just because I still believed in the team.
We didn't think that there was anyone else that we could get immediately that would fill the shoes that Omega had.
He was giving up the opportunity to be on still what I believe the best team.
We did something very big and, you know, very monumental together. If you have different plans in the future, cool, thank you. We did it, like, good luck. That's how I viewed it.
Finding Baskin was just, it's the luckiest thing that could have ever happened to us when we were on C9.
Omega left to join Eager in the solo lane. They had to find a replacement. Baskin steps in, and after what a performance he's had so far.
Right when Baskin joined, everything just clicked.
Baskin's just, he's a lunatic, man. He's so good at Smite.
Stuff after stuff. Youngwei right after the wrap comes out. He's going to bees it away and walk right in. It's a huge initiation for Cloud9. MLC's still doing tons of damage. We're taking tons of return. Walking Age is going to be good versus Anubis. And Best is now down. A lot of the damage off the board for Cognitive. Cloud9 surging forward. That's 3 members down and 1 more to fall. Meerkat very low and down he will go indeed. Pern going to do what he can. Baskin with the triple. But Pern...
I guess there was always like that undertone from Baskin where it just, I'm here to kill everyone, but at the end of the day, I want to have fun. It was really easy to work with Baskin.
Yeah, my phone's gonna die in the middle of this, by the way.
I think you're already messing up because I think you started the video vertically and then turning it horizontally doesn't like make it horizontal.
It doesn't? Hey, this is about bothering
Like
Baskin.
Yeah, bother him.
Alright, here, shoot him with that, because you're good at that one. The big strong man who just won another LAN event, my little Baskin?
Easy.
Easy? You played really well, I guess.
Like always.
Like always. Hello, airport people. Hello, May. We won. I'm happy. Yay.
But this is just the first step. Before we let you go, Worlds. What are the plans between now and then, and how are you going to take it home?
We're just going to try our hardest. We're all just going in really confident. We're going in really excited, really happy. No team's ever gone back-to-back Worlds, and we're hoping to just be able to do that with our happiness and hope.
Thank you for watching our Super Regionals, and we will see you in January.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Smite World Championship!
If I had to ask you then, who was going to win, who would you say?
Us. 100%.
And then you could just hear, like, once Cloud9 came on, just the roar of the crowd. Everyone knows, you know, Cloud9, they're here. They're the favorites right now.
Defending champs. And
You must have woken up this morning and said kind of goody gumdrops. This sounds like a fantastic day.
All right, here we go, folks. First match of the day, Cloud9 and QG Reapers.
And Stealth picks up first blood for Cloud9. NA on the board. Cloud9 looking very strong. Ladies and gentlemen, Cloud9 will be moving on to the semifinal.
They look like a freight train. I don't know how you stop this team.
It's our last matchup of the day, folks. Epsilon Esports versus Fnatic. Two fantastic.
We're going to try to man fight, but you can't stop the horse. And in will come Chiron. Yevon scores the DSI for his squad. 12.
And there it is. The Titan falls, and indeed, Epsilon eliminates Fnatic and moves on.
Epsilon look like a championship caliber team that is ready to face off against the defending champions tomorrow.
I can't predict that match.
Epsilon was a pretty big juggernaut going into Worlds.
You know, Epsilon Esports, they started in the spring split, and it was really captained and pioneered by iRaffer. This guy took some of the most mechanically skilled players in Smite. They weren't really successful on their own, but he brought them together and made them a top team.
You know, Superman and Batman are doing something, so I gotta find Carpet Guy, right? Like, he finds 4 dudes that he's confident in their abilities, but he's more confident in their ability to just play the damn game. Doesn't really care about the outside of the line stuff, just do you, listen to what I say, and we'll win.
They were undefeated in the split before, and we've never faced them online, and we knew that they were going to be a big powerhouse.
Just watching them play, you could kind of tell that they just didn't really have any weaknesses.
Going into Season 2 Worlds, I sort of had this like feeling like, oh wow, we might not be the best team here. Like, this is scary for me. Like, I don't know how I'm going to react, and I think that really threw me off my game.
I don't think that team knew what it was like to not be #1.
Specifically adapting, like I thought maybe he was a better player than me.
Adapting his mechanical skill was through the roof, and he was just, bar none, the best jungler in Europe.
I'm not sure if it affected the rest of my team, but I know for me, it definitely affected my play.
Andy was like the jungler that like I always thought was, you know, my rival. He was like the main jungler that I learned from, because he wouldn't stream a lot, but whenever he streamed, like I'd make sure to just like tune in and I'd listen to how we talked about the game. He was like my main motivation, because like all I wanted to do was get better than him, and if I did that, then like I was happy then, because then I felt like I'd be the best.
I think you would have to be insane to not be nervous to play against those guys.
We hadn't seen two teams that good play against each other until that point, and everybody just, the whole time, nobody could look away.
This is it. It is time. The unstoppable force versus the immovable object. Cloud9 versus Epsilon.
Game 1 started really bad for us. We just got really far behind.
Now will come Thor. Emilito in some trouble now as he's blocked in, but a 3-man freeze and a 2-man glacial strike from iRapper.
There
and
he
will
is.
come adapting. This could be your first blood, but the knockup is there. Adapting solo in the backside. He's grabbing. The dead finds two. It's a double kill to start off the game. Triple. Calling a triple, ladies and gentlemen. It's a quad.
As soon as I was dead, I was like, oh no, like this game isn't good.
But he's going to be falling here for sure. Beneath Ultimate coming through as well. It's going to stun out Adapting, but it's going to be picked up by Yaman, who once again comes through with a big rotation. Adapting barely going to make it out of this one. He's going to prime his ultimate, not going to get far enough, as JeffHindla is credited for the kill. He's forced the ult to walk out, but it's 7-2 through 4.5 minutes.
You just don't come back against Adapting. He gets a lead and doesn't lose it.
Dimmy finds a return kill yet again onto Baskin. The ultimate coming through Matt. Oh, wow. Adapting with the sidestep.
He's got to have eyes behind his head.
We got like a really good lead. We had a lot of pressure, and we got a quad at the start, and we got a goal through as well. But like they weren't falling behind.
Cloud9 comes up with the big play. In will come Adapting. In will see Stealth.
And he's out.
Ultimate, and away he will go. The rest of the team out as well. No, it's bait.
Thor's
It's
up.
bait.
Thor's
Adapting
up.
gets some trouble here. They're going to use the Neath Ultimate as well. Thor is up. He's on the mark. Adapting's going to hit by Neath Ultimate
That's
now.
good.
Beads are down, and that's a kill.
That's
Onto
good.
the enemy carry. Cloud9 fights the tier 1.
And then we took like a bad fight. I think I lost us the game when at Fire Giant, when BaRRaCCuDDa was split pushing.
I remember the 4v5 fight exactly.
Every player is going to be like, okay, let's give them Fire Giant, let's defend towers, let's not look for opportunities because they're this far ahead, especially against a team like Epsilon, where they just don't make mistakes. And Andy was like, you know what, you do make mistakes.
We were on fire and we were trying to start it or bait them in.
Then I got knocked up by fire.
Yamin stood on 2 lava pools.
They called a target, I Neath ulted that target.
He was really low, and then Baskin just killed him. And Baskin was playing Osiris, and we just couldn't kill him.
I think that's when we started losing.
I remember winning the 4v5 when we were, and I just, like, that's how you team fight, baby. And I honestly, at that moment, I thought we were just so much better than them. Like, to come back from that deficit and beat a team in a 4v5 fight, like, the confidence you get, the whole team got was like, this should just be a joke from here on out.
I mean, this is what makes a world-class team. They say in traditional sports, right, defense wins championships, blah, 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 right? In MOBAs, playing from behind is that same kind of idea. If you have a team that can play from behind, you can be the ones that find the victories. Dimmy is going to get exploded on the left side of the map, and Cloud9's right back into this one. Ladies and gentlemen, raise your Hindlas, where Cloud9 will take a tier 1 and tier 2 on the left side. And now he's in trouble as the Giannis moves forward as well. The ultimate will rip through him. MLC Stealth Fight got another kill and will propel his team to a victory in game number 1 over Epsilon.
Cloud9 with a huge comeback. They got to feel good about that one. The first game in the best of 5.
I just got up super fast, I launched my chair backwards, like pretty much I just won Worlds.
It's time for game number 2 of Cloud9 versus Epsilon. This is a best of 5 competition.
Heading into the next game, we still felt really good though, because we were like, well, we just destroyed them early game, so we just gotta do that again.
Baskin's gonna notice that Rising Dawn. He's gonna see him. He could probably jump in just a few seconds. Needs 2. He's gonna go for the back line.
It's up, it's up, it's up, it's up.
Bait, and
Raffer's
there it is.
Yeah, Raffer's waiting to, Baskin just wants to force the ultimate here. Now he's gonna go into Yaman. He's gonna full commit here. Oh my God, Epsilon! Baited and outplayed. Baskin gets taken down by the combination of Yaman and iRaffer.
Oh, we just saw the flaming spear go off. They're gonna go all in here. Emilito in a bad spot, but the ring tearing through. Emilito gonna find a double kill there, and he gets turned on as well. Inside.
Indeed, Epsilon will draw even at 1 game apiece.
Oh man, no, these guys are actually good. They just made a mistake. Like, that's twice they've beaten us early game, and like, okay, they're good.
but he's just so strong on this Athena. An amazing doors over Andenser. That could be enough to win the game. Andy not going to go down to the ultimate from Freya. Shivalake will find a kill. That's a triple for BaRRaCCuDDa. Ladies and gentlemen, Cloud9 will move on to finals point 2-1 over Epsilon Esports.
A little bit of trouble in the beginning, but North America pulls it out. The crowd erupts as the blue and white take game 3. Epsilon on their heels again.
One more game and we're done, and then we can finally beat Adapting. We can beat the player that was talked up so highly before this LAN. And we've already taken 2. All we need is 1 more, and we can close out this set.
As they decide their second pick, and a Fenrir, hello, and it gets locked in.
You can watch a player play God, and you can be like, wow, they're really good at that God. But when you play against someone as good as Adapting, playing one of his best gods, and he literally just kills your entire team.
Elite pulled the gold for you, and they got it for free.
This
Here
is
comes
really
the first use of the
strong.
Ragnarok ultimate. Anderson's going to get rooted in place as well. Silence out, and the Brutalize is going to be enough to clean him up. The Athena ultimate was expended as well and did not complete Chainlink. First blood to the side of Epsilon. And he's going to have a decent angle here. Will find the stun as well. Brutalize going to come out. No. Heart bomb's there. Yes, they will go for it as the heart bomb does land. And that's
Adapting. He beat me down so bad.
Extremely powerful
he just goes ring around the rosy here, and he's back in position yet again. And he'll go to Anderson. Heart bomb's there. Brutalize as well. And this is going to be a kill on Anderson as a heart bomb pops. Adapting should be able to walk this one down.
He's hit. Adapting's going to get another kill.
I played Neath against this Fenrir, and Fenrir just destroys.
Now it's MLC Stealth who's in some trouble. He's going to take a bunch of damage here from the Sobek ultimate if he can get back in range.
He's back in it.
He just backflipped too early, and Dimmy does all the damage there. Ragnarok after the pluck from Dimmy. And it's going to be now JeffHindla, who just can't get a word in edgewise. He's going to try to leave away, but it's not going to matter.
They're still going. It's just CC after CC. It just looks like a constant combo. It's a dance that they've managed to do. Epsilon continues to pressure. There's no way for BaRRaCCuDDa to stop this unless he kills them.
Oh my God. Epsilon putting on an absolute clinic of mechanics here. Going to 5, 21-4 in 30 minutes. Epsilon defeats Cloud9.
Can we pull out this pocket pick? Does this work? Why isn't this working? Was the pocket pick bad? Like, can we run it again? Will it work again?
You don't know if it's that God, you don't know if your teammates just had a bad draft, or you don't know if your team overall played bad. So going into game 5 after losing game 4, it was just...
It's just like a big, like, oh, mess. And then you're exhausted on top of it.
We just couldn't figure anything out.
It was just kind of panic.
And then we get into game 5. And we got double killed. And I'm like, all right. I guess we lose.
There's going to be a fight over here on the right side for these mid-camps. And Brutalizes out. Stealth in a lot of trouble. Moving forward, there's the ad-spray. One more shot to do it. First blood going to Epsilon. Going to a turn kill for Andy. Anytime, no, it's happening. Overhand, still going to find the kill. Yama, 2 more in-hands. Doesn't matter. There's the bludgeon. And it's a double for the Hunter in the mid lane.
America's sweetheart team starts to lose. And then kept losing.
Like, I wasn't happy to make the crowd sad. Like, that wasn't like... Well, kind of. A bit. Like, you're not gonna cheer for us, then, you know.
It was less a loss of excitement and more a gaining of realization. Cloud9 wasn't going to do it. And people weren't used to that.
Basking in a dive the tier 1 tower here, but in comes the rest of the team. Raph reports in. He catches everybody, and the solo ultimate doing tons of damage. Basking gonna try to disrupt, but the back line goes. Adapting, and JeffHindla falls. And then no one is checking the Fenrir. Someone's got to stop Adapting in the back line. He's gonna kill everybody. BaRRaCCuDDa's gonna go down. Basket's gonna get picked up. Basket's gonna fall as well.
Stop him!
Just 2 members left. A low HP Anderson and MLC Stealth. And MLC Stealth is gonna fall as well. The root's gonna go through. He's showing a play.
Losing, it's like, we weren't able to, and you're just sitting there and you see all the fans and they're all cheering and clapping, and it's not for you, and you just sit there and you pack up your gear, and it's just really sad.
I don't think you ever really get over losing Worlds.
I'm pretty sure that was like one of my worst sets, and it like just really like had this feeling like, oh, like Lannister like is true, like Like, I really did just play terribly. And at the same time, I thought my teammates, like, when I watch it back now, I think, like, wow, my teammates played so well.
It's just the big ouchie feeling. Probably sat in my stomach for probably only like a few minutes. I tried to shake it off just because I knew that we would have another chance. I knew that everything was going to be okay in the end. There's definitely a feeling towards them that I don't have with other real-life friends I've met or other online players I've met. There's definitely a bond there that's greater than friendship. Maybe love. Not love as in like I love my family. A step below that, for sure.
After we got back from Worlds, the core part of our team completely fell apart.
When you're in the car and you see the accident happening, but you're not actually going to hit him, right? It doesn't actually happen.
All those little problems that started to arise between Season 1 and Season 2, they were kind of brought into the limelight.
BaRRaCCuDDa, it was Jeff, it was Andy, that was the squad. It was the 90s Yankees, the 96 Bulls, the 01 Lakers, like that was the team. They don't break up, you know, like, I mean, they just don't. And then they did.
That Monday I got back from Worlds, I got a phone call from Andy telling me what he wanted to do with the team.
Andy wanted a new environment.
I am no longer on Cloud 9.
I genuinely thought at the time that Boosh would be a better fit with me, and it's like you sort of want to have this balance where it's like you don't want to hurt anyone's feelings, but you also want to do what's best for yourself.
Andy was kind of the one who ultimately chose this. He wanted to play with his friends.
I think using the "I want to play with a friend" line was probably stupid.
It sucks. It sucks being in a position where nobody wants you, and there was just nothing I could do about it at the time.
After all the team changes, Stealth wasn't with us anymore, Andy wasn't with us anymore, it was just me and Jeff.
It's definitely always hard to play with someone else after you've been playing with them for so long.
I found Mask, and Mask is kind of the same style player as Andy. Teaming with Mask and Xeno, they wanted to win more than anything.
Yeah, it was great. Just like there was a lot of drive on that team, and it was very impressive to see.
I don't think I'll ever have a season as stressful as Season 3.
Obviously, you and BaRRa are really close, so you probably know him better than most people, the effect that Scott's passing had on him.
Mm-hmm.
So, could you just, I mean, what was it like? What was the effect on him? And did you see a change in him? Could you just say?
Did BaRRa talk about this?
March, my brother passed away, and there is no pain like losing a loved one. My brother was the reason I am who I am today. I think I wanted to kind of go into pro gaming. Because when you grow up with siblings, you want to be better than them at everything. And I had a great relationship with him.
You know, you do your best to help, but ultimately it's going to be a hard thing. It's supposed to be a hard thing, and it was a hard thing.
It took everything that I had to get over that.
You lose a brother, right? Like, that's supposed to be really hard, and it was really hard.
And there were days where I would literally open up Smite and close it instantly, and then just go lay on the couch for 16 hours. Because I just couldn't do it that day.
I definitely think playing and caring about the game and wanting to improve helped him with it, because you know, when you are so hyper-focused into what you're doing, it's very easy to kind of forget about other things.
Everything came tumbling down later, because I wasn't allowed to face my emotions for like the first, because I had a job I had to do.
He wanted to play with friends, but by doing so, what else did he do? Answer especially will make world championships for the 3rd year in a row.
We lost to Soar 3-1.
A lot of people haven't been to LANs before. It's nerve-wracking. It's a very different environment because you're not in your room, you're not chilling in your boxes, you're not hanging out. Your mouse isn't exactly where you want it. Your keyboard's not right here. Like, it's a lot to change, and I think we struggled in that department a lot.
Losing to Soar was completely devastating for me. I felt like we would still make it, but the journey was so much harder because we had to go through the gauntlet.
It's time for these 6 teams to figure out which 2 of them will make it to Worlds.
In my mind, I was thinking I have to make Worlds this year. We beat all the European teams in the gauntlet. Allegiance was they already had their secured spot. So we went into it thinking they're going to treat it like a scrim.
Deicide, Titan falls Allegiance, 5-0.
LG is not as in clean of a position as you would think.
We got Flashpoint versus Luminosity coming up.
Then let's go into this game then, because it's do or die time for both of them. LG do not want to have to leave fate into other people's hands, because Flashpoint looked good.
Going into that game, there was an insane amount of pressure on me as well as my team.
And now it's ScaryD coming back in as well. Jeff will fall down here more than likely. Great knock-up, however, from ScaryD to buy him a little bit of time. Vetium credit for the kill, but now Homie FA's on a position, has to ult defensively here. We'll get some block up to
he's ulting offensively.
3 in a row, and then Mass falls down too. Flashpoint are winning this game. They're gonna get the goal for you here as well.
Everything just wasn't going our way.
Flashpoint piling in onto the Titan right now. It's at half health.
The Titan is going to fall down here. They're trying to save it as best they can. Body block Luminosity if you want to stay in this
1,700,
one. Otherwise,
500.
It's getting low. And Flashpoint beat Luminosity.
Going to Worlds wasn't in our hands anymore.
And now Luminosity, they have to sit and watch the final game of Flashpoint versus Orbit.
That's brutal.
And hope Orbit beat Flashpoint.
So if Orbit beat Flashpoint, we went to Worlds. If Orbit lost to Flashpoint, we didn't.
I did not think they were going to make it.
They were telling us they were going to win the game for us.
I remember passing them, and they were all like we're going to do this for you. Like, don't worry, I took a shot before I'm going up here. Like, a fun ball. It was like, I'm about to pop off. And like, I was like, well, I mean, like, that's good for you, man. But in my mind, it was already decided.
I had talked about like right before that. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna watch these games. Do you want to? He's like, no, I think I'm gonna chill in my car for a bit. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna find out like what's happening right now.
And I know BaRRa was devastated. He had to go to his car and just sit there and just take it all in.
Once we lost, I felt like I let everyone down. I felt like all of that was on me, and someone, I can't remember who it was, but someone told us to watch the game, and we turned it on. And so we were outside in the car, and Orbit was just manhandling them.
Vetium comes so low on mana right now. The abducts and the crits from Formula are good.
Where the hell was this Orbit earlier in the tournament?
Listen, the bodies were here, but the minds hadn't arrived from Europe yet. That's what I'm discovering.
Clearly.
Not just dip and just go full throw. We just wanted to like give a good show, do our best, and in or out, like we just wanted to give it all.
Well, Papa Lob will not be going to the World Championships this year as a player, but what he could be doing right now is sending BaRRaCCuDDa, JeffHindla, ScaryD, Xenotronics, and Masked there instead.
Like, is this actually gonna happen?
Fire minions raining in, and it's Vetium, the last man alive. He did the most damage for the team, rolls in aggressively. He's gonna get picked up, and it's gonna be Luminosity heading to the Smite World Championships.
Right when they won it, I don't think I've ever been happier in my entire life. that game didn't even matter at all for Orbit. They weren't playing for their world spot. Because there was no way they could make it to Worlds. I don't think I've ever really told them how much that meant to me.
I didn't feel like we didn't deserve to be at Worlds or like that we got through that way. It's just like, this normally feels a lot better.
I felt like a complete underdog. I felt like pretty much every other team there was better.
Our expectations for that Worlds were not particularly high.
Making Worlds was everything for me. And I was just thinking, I'm gonna play my very best. And whatever happens, happens.
Congratulations, man. I'll see you in January.
Yes. Welcome to the Smite World Championship 2017. It is a pleasure to be here.
We ended up facing Soar, who had just stomped us in the previous LAN.
Andy was just hard focusing Xeno, and I was able to like play around that because I was Gab. Like I was actually really happy with how I played that set.
To get the kill, and now Mask is going to fall back as well.
Nice unstable Vortex, two-man Cataclysm. Where did Snoopy go?
Oh my word, goodbye Snoopy, goodbye Andy, we salute you, goodbye Baskin, we knew you well. 3 members of Soar are dead, and now it's Luminosity once again.
It was so amazing to beat Andy at Worlds. Being able to beat them at Worlds was the biggest reconfirmation for myself and my own abilities. When you have teammates that leave, you always get hit. You always feel like you're not good enough anymore.
Yeah, it's like getting cheated on. And then going out with their partner.
Yeah. That's one way to look at it.
Allegiance put up a great fight in game 2, just not quite enough to stop the onslaught from Energy.
Luminosity is going to day 3, folks, and they're gonna face off against the European powerhouse NRG.
We played Energy again in the semis.
This is our second semi-final matchup. It doesn't get any better than this. NRG from Europe, LG from North America.
This is the truest underdog story you could probably get in Smite at this World Championships. I mean, Luminosity should not have even made it here. They only won 2 games, I believe, in their wild card, and it was Yeppe here, Mr. Trixtank, and his Orbit boys that actually were able to win the final game against Flashpoint and allow LG to make it here.
I mean, everyone was hyping up Energy. They said like, oh, we have no chance of winning at all. Even our fans were like, I really want them to win, but I don't think so.
We definitely were not, realistically, no. We weren't expecting to beat Energy.
But I was excited, honestly, because I was like, I get to play against Adapting. I get to see if I can put up a good fight with them.
It was like 2 heavyweight boxers just punching each other in the face as hard as they can, seeing who goes down first.
For sure, ready for this. Well, double invade coming out from both teams. Xenotronics and BaRRaCCuDDa going to be pushed down on the left-hand side. Trouble for Xeno. He's actually getting body blocked by iRapper. 1 hit. It's Yaman! First blood for NRG.
It's hard to watch people die before the game starts. Yaman just had a nuts read, right? And he got it. Like, that's hard to figure out.
Mass charging his ult here, and he's going straight to the back line.
Taunt in there from iRapper onto 2 members. There's the ultimate coming out of Emilito. JeffHindla low. JeffHindla's going to fall down there to Adapting. Mistake there from Luminosity.
Me and Emilito were just fighting. Every wave, I was dashing on him.
BaRRaCCuDDa there going in 1v1, forcing out the immediate frames and the Sanctuary of Emilito there. A little bit of a taunt at the tower now as well.
Emilito, man. Welcome back to Worlds. BaRRa's here to play against you, and BaRRaCCuDDa has been the cornerstone of this LG roster all season.
BaRRa's just, as I've said, like, he's really good.
I think that is the most fun I've ever had in a set.
Jimmy has Lawbringer, so he should be okay in this spot. JeffHindla knocked up and pulled through.
Snipe comes through from Yaman as well. Good knock up there for Jeff. Fireshard as well. Jeff in a lot of trouble here between Rapper and Adapting. Sonic Boom from Mars is not going to be able to save JeffHindla. Yes, it is. Scary D comes through. Adapting falls down. Dimmy in a lot of trouble here. Special delivery from Mars. Special delivery is Dimmy. Scary D with the double.
Mars was waiting for that perfect goal. He got the double ultimate, saved JeffHindla. So good by BaRRaCCuDDa.
Oh, Yaman in trouble here in the mid-range.
now, and he's gonna pick up the third for LG.
And I'm not sure what's happening right now. Luminosity gets all the jungle.
So Mass played lights out. I just remember like him getting me out. I'm like, feels good. Glad you mark.
LG come into this as the 4th seed in North America. They required another team to get them to the Smite World Championships. And in the semifinals against the defending world champions, BaRRaCCuDDa, JeffHindla, Mask, Dino, ScaryD take game 1.
What the hell did we just see?
We saw Luminosity just manhandle NRG Esports.
They played so incredibly well, and Energy actually had a bit of a lead at the start. It went to the last time we saw Energy throw even the tiniest of leads.
Game number 2 underway. Get all excited in the crowd. It's electric.
When they got FG in game 2, I thought, are we actually gonna lose? Like, this is not looking good.
JeffHindla has more damage than adapting at 27 minutes into the game.
They went to Gold Fury, and we just called, we need to all in them now. Like, if we don't kill them now, we're gonna lose this game.
This game, though, it's definitely not over for NRG. They've been doing a great job of, honestly, they've been even for most of the time. Raffer, though, trying to stop this gold.
Gets a 3-man cataclysm, 2-man knockup.
Timmy
there, Eagles rally. Timmy gets the kill on the mark. Xenotronic's in a lot of trouble. Emilito picks up the kill onto Xeno. JeffHindla nowhere to run, stunned out. Yaman picks up the kill. A good couple of returns for NRG.
That was us trying to sneak something and them punishing us for it.
And I just knew we were gonna win the late game after that.
Such a great turnaround there from Energy. The pace from about the midpoint of the game was just dictated by Luminosity, but Energy, all it needed was one fight at that Gold Fury to turn it around.
Every game in that set, except for game 3, was a bloodbath.
Only Xeno left alive, and Energy is going to go up 2-1.
And finally, we see the adapting we wanted to see. The big carry.
Adapting just beat me down with Fenrir. Again, I'm like, the same god again. I'm gonna have to deal with this at some point.
BaRRaCCuDDa has been so critical for not only Luminosity this tournament, but Luminosity this season. The team has really developed to play around him. I mean, when he was back on Cloud9 last year, BaRRaCCuDDa was just a piece of the puzzle. Now he is the centerpiece of this team, and if he's dealt with and no one else can go off, LG just collapsed.
Currently, NRG up 2-1, 1 game away.
We knew exactly what went wrong game 3, right? It's not like, oh no, how did we like, okay, yeah, no, that's the issue. Fix this issue right now.
And I'm so excited if we get to see this again. Yes, we get the Mercury. How much of an impact this can have. This was huge for them in game 1.
It was the key to their success in game 1, actually. Mass was just on fire with this Mercury.
Mercury was our ticket in that set. Similar to how if you don't play against Fen for a long time, you misstep against him, you lose. Very similar to Merc.
Gold Fury going to be started up by Energy. JeffHindla spots it out. He's going to rotate in, and BaRRaCCuDDa cutting off. Sonic Boom, Mask finds 3. Raffer on the retreat. Barrow rolls 4. I'm a Monster connects onto Raffer. BaRRaCCuDDa cleans him up. Emilito caught, but adapting down on top of 3.
Mask gets the kill there onto Emilito. Adapting forced to run away.
Hearing the crowd step by step, every time you get a kill, every time you get a gold, something goes right, anything goes right, it's such a good feeling.
Right now. Oh, they baited. Jimmy going to be knocked up. Locked in place.
Goodness.
Jeff gets the kill. And Masked on this Mercury. I mean, he is phenomenal.
He's so good. Getting that 3-man basically won them the fight. He did so much damage with it and set everything up for his team.
Adapting's gonna find Sarah. Adapting's looking for Scary as well, surrounded by 4.
ScaryD, no chance here to get away. Does have that movement speed aura around him. Here comes Rafa blinking through. ScaryD, can he get away?
No, he's got the MS. No, dashing away. He's got Geb chasing him, adapting as well. Gonna close the gap there. Just trying to run away for now. Has the turnaround still. So much movement speed. The ultimate coming out. 2 hits. The way he's going to turn it. Nice Geb shield though. Going to help keep adapting alive. Oh, there's the hammer. Oh, Jeff off the mark, but he does find the pull. And
from Luminosity, they get the Fire Giant, the second one on the left. It's only Timmy here in the right, they're going to catch him out. They are. Timmy, before he can teleport back to base, there's the ultimate as well. He's not going to heal in time. ScaryD gets another kill.
A little bit low. Adapting's in the sky. ScaryD does commit to the Phoenix, but he might get caught out. Great wall from Adapting, but it leaves a small sliver for ScaryD to get out. Now Rapper overcommits.
ScaryD gets the stun on the Rapper. BaRRaCCuDDa with the kill. Luminosity Gaming looking for the left-hand side Phoenix.
Take this game and go into a game 5.
Luminosity sieging left-hand side Phoenix. Crush there. Doesn't land onto Emilito. Two-man knockup from JeffHindla. Mark there with the ultimate. Iron Monster from Xenotronic. Hits one. Yaren falls down to Mark. Left-hand side Phoenix. Falling down as well. Luminosity pushing into Titan's hit.
There's nothing Energy is going to be able to do to stop this. Adapting and Emilito, the last two left alive. All five. Luminosity push forward and force a game 5 against the defending world champs.
It's gonna sound weird, but I wasn't even thinking about winning against them.
The Tsunami pick coming out for Xenotronics. This is a risky pick for all the marbles.
I know everyone blames like the Izanami pick, right? And the Izanami was terrible, blah, 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 this and that. Like, sure, it wasn't great. Like, that was a problem, but I'm pretty positive that whole game goes different if Dimmy doesn't get a triple fearless on us in the beginning.
This is going to be a coin flip. And there it is, the weakening curse. Rapper surrounded by 3. And it's going to be a 2-man fearless. And the turnaround right now, Mask very low, trying to
If we stagger, if we play that differently, or he just doesn't get that, then I think we won the game on the spot. You know, a 1 pick that, you know, didn't do super great, but it wouldn't have mattered what that was had that gone as planned.
Dimmy actually blinks in, finds his target there. It's BaRRaCCuDDa. Yeah, no, it's Xenotronics actually hit through the space of time as well. Emilito gets the kill, rewinding now. Khepri ultimate used there.
And this is one big thing about this team comp. Oh no, Energy still trying to fight, looking for JeffHindla. One more hit. Emilito finds it, double kill coming out for him.
There was just this overwhelming sense of calmness, I would say, in myself. I wasn't upset at my teammates. I wasn't upset at myself. I wasn't upset at anyone. It wasn't like season 2 where I felt like things could have gone differently. I felt like we truly played to the best of our abilities that day. Emilito came over after they won and said, "You destroyed me." And right when he said that, that was all I needed. It was just that I gave it my all. And I felt like in that moment, Scott was happy.
I still really like BaRRa, Jeff, and Andy. Every time I see them, I feel comfortable around them. I feel like I could eat food and just talk about nothing. We have a lot of memories. They're still great guys. I definitely like them a whole lot still. Every decision I make has to be thought about very carefully because I'm not only making the decision for myself, but also for my wife and for my daughter, especially just my daughter. I want to try to have a life where I'm not worried about supporting her, and I don't want her to be worried about supporting her either. She doesn't need to be a 5-year-old person worrying about, oh, we need to eat food. It's a burden that I need to do the right thing so I can support this little person and so it can grow into a full-size person and we can be best friends. My family is going to be with me every step of the way, no matter what I do. And no matter what happens in my future, as long as they're with me, I'm confident that everything's going to be okay.
The friends I have, I've been friends with for, since 7th, 8th grade. Like, they are the people I want to know for, ever. I get to, live off of doing something that I love, off of playing games. Just playing against other people and be like, this is the best I've got, what's the best you've got? Yeah, so I mean, we're definitely expecting to do pretty well going into season 4. But yeah, no, I'm excited for it, man. I can't wait to play.
I don't feel like I would ever let myself get to that point where I treat Smite as a job. I feel like I'll never get tired of it because it's just who I am. There's just something about being able to be happy again. Before it was like, it's nice to make people happy. Now I feel like that is pretty much it's just my everything in life is to just make other people happy. And because I know what it's like to have your happiness taken away. So I feel like if I can make someone else happy, then that's all that matters.
We all just still show up, turn up, and expect Smite to be out here till season 27. And Jeff and BaRRa will still be playing then. They're a pillar of Smite esports.
That's it. It's going to be Luminosity advancing to HRX, BaRRaCCuDDa, and co. Congratulations. Space Station Gaming, their HRX dreams coming to a close. They are done with playing Smite this season.
And I'm MLC Stealth, and welcome to the PC patch overview for 420, Tides of China.
Energy go undefeated in group play and punch their ticket to HRX.
I mean, we could easily be seeing a matchup like LG going up against Energy in the quarterfinals.
Were you happy to see them at Worlds?
See them at Worlds? I mean, it's easier if they're not there, but they're cool, you know.